Kenneth Waters, you're under arrest for the murder of Katerina Brown.
Are you out of your mind?
Hello, welcome back to Premiere Scene. I'm William McLaughlan and I'm here for day 3 of the 54th BFI London Film Festival. I've just seen the extraordinary new film, Conviction, starring Sam Rockwell, Minnie and Hilary Swank. Let's go and have a chat with them.
We find the defendant guilty, Your Honor.
We'll get you out, Kenny! You hear me?
When her brother was convicted of murder,
I can't spend the rest of my life in here.
Betty Ann Waters began an impossible 18-year struggle to set him free.
I'm gonna stop by trying to get a BA after I finally take the stupid GED test. And after that, I'll apply to law school. But you just have to promise me that you'll never give up.
It was my brother Kenny that wanted this movie more than anything. The day that he was released from prison, I thought that he would be in the paper for the day. Like, he was the 83rd person exonerated through DNA evidence. It was in the paper for a day and then gone. Well, Hollywood was calling my house for like 2 months, and he would answer the phone. And he said, Betty Ann, there's going to be a movie. And I said, stop answering the phone. But he didn't. So I became proactive, and I got really lucky, and I found Andy Karsh, the producer, then Tony Goldwyn, and they found the rest of this cast, and I got really lucky. So I'm happy that it's done.
And to all of the cast, you know, what made Conviction stand out for you amongst all the projects that land so regularly on your desks? Hilary?
Well, for me, this was such a beautiful love story between a brother and a sister, one that was so compelling, and I don't actually remember seeing a love story this beautiful, and I can't even remember when. So for me, the idea that someone can be so selfless, Betty Ann, is, you know, my hero. She's my real life hero for being so selfless and having such a big heart for another human being. It was an honor, and I feel just really grateful for the opportunity to be a part of collaborating and telling this story.
You know what's wild is we talked about this a bit, but you know what we do whilst it's entertaining and it's relevant in its realm, it's not, we're not curing anything, but to tell a story that has a social message that might well educate people or might get them to re-examine other areas of their life or their interaction within their community. I think it's an amazing thing, and it's such an artful, beautiful film in that way, that it's a love story that also has a message that carries on.
Yeah, I think that's what makes it unique is from the typical biopic is the relationship between the two of them, and I think that's what's special about it.
I don't really have time for a friend right now.
We're gonna be friends, because we're the only ones in class who've been through puberty.
My brother Kenny, he's been in prison for 12 years, life without parole. Wow. And I'm gonna find a way to get him out.
Mom? Oh, my baby sister passed the bar! I understand, but you have to sit down. I'm so proud of you.
I was wondering if things like the art direction and the costuming and the makeup helped you to take your characters through 30 years of character development. Was that something that you felt?
Absolutely, yeah. Vivian Baker, who did Grey Gardens, did some amazing makeup with us, and the wardrobe helps as well, yeah.
It's a great question because in less than 2 hours we span 18, 19 years of time.
Yeah. And
as an actor it's a great challenge because I go from 18 I think to 39, and how does your character change emotionally from year to year, and we're not filming in sequential order either, so
right.
Tony Goldwyn, who, as you know, is an actor himself, was wonderful to collaborate with because he was a great barometer of where we are and reminding us of such things. And of course, the wardrobe, all of that goes into making something believable. And that's what's fun about making a movie, is that collaboration.
I think Hilary has the hardest job in this movie, actually. We have some amazing supporting players. Minnie, obviously, Juliet, Melissa Leo, Peter Gallagher, Clea Duvall, Ari Grainer plays my daughter. But Hilary really had to carry this movie, and it takes a special woman to do that. And Hilary she's a fierce actress, and there's not a lot of people who could do that, for real.
And thank you.
And enjoy it, and enjoy being, enjoy the moments. I always remember there's a scene when you're sitting in the car and there's literally snot running down your nose and like the makeup's coming out, and I sort of want to lean up and go, oh God, just wipe her nose. But it's like, you're just in it. There's no vanity. And also you need, I think when you're in it that deep, you have to forget costume and you have to forget makeup, and it can't be something that you're having to maintain. And they were so brilliant, the people in the film, because they helped it sort of get out of the way. I think maybe because they knew how Hilary worked, and it was, you never saw it. You never thought, oh goodness me, you know, there's the sad makeup.
You know, I mean, ultimately, you're only as good as the people around you, and
That's
these guys raised my bar. So.
This woman actually went to law school to save her brother.
He's our only client. How long will it take you to make yourself look like a lawyer?
You're talking about evidence that's 16 years old. You know, that caught Nancy Taylor, had it out for Kenny. They lied, saying they had all this evidence.
You put an innocent man in prison.
I am sorry you have wasted your life on this.
You gotta move on. It's over, honey. I'm never getting out of here.
You're innocent.
Are you sure about that?
Actually, the movie is pretty, I guess what you call spot on, because it was good, except its sequence had changed because it's not a documentary, so all the feelings were there and different things happened, but maybe not at the exact same time. But as far as the actors are concerned, like CM said, Melissa Leo, we found out after the film really that Nancy Taylor's an even worse person. Like, she withheld exculpatory evidence right from the day one that she knew Kenny was innocent. From bloody fingerprints that she had that she said didn't exist, things like that. So I wish she was portrayed a little worse.
She can never be prosecuted. She can't be. The statute of limitations has run out, so she can never be prosecuted for any of the extraordinary injustice that she, the perjury, the everything.
And then Juliette Lewis plays Rosanna Perry, and that is Rosanna Perry, and I can't wait for her to see the movie. For that reason. And you saw Sam was my brother on that screen. Like, he really got the different dimensions of Kenny, and the feelings really came through. And it's hard for me to say, but you all can see now that Hilary did a great job. Yeah, I know.
She nailed it.
There is one thing we haven't tried yet.
If we can DNA test the murderer's blood, it'll prove Kenny's innocent.
Not doing it.
That's what we've been waiting for.
It's gonna test positive. I'll find a way. I don't trust them.
You do it, or I'll kill you. That's your sister and your lawyer talking.
Clearly a special film. Conviction is one you don't want to miss. I'm William McLaughlan, signing off for premiere scene. See you next time.
This fall.
DAs don't like to admit they put an innocent person in prison.
I did not come this far after all this time.
Experience the extraordinary journey
Our force is greater than you, and you may not win.
of how far we go
Time for you to start living your life.
This is my life.
to fight for our family.
You guys would do this for each other, right?
If Ben tried to go to law school for me, I'd die an old man in prison.
You do it for me?
I would.
I love you, Kenny.
Love you. Love you.
Conviction.